How's it going, Barb?
Doing fine. How are you? Hi, Wendy.
Hi.
Hi, Wendy. All right, friends, what do we got today? Is it
I never
chakra?
I never look.
Do you know,
It's
Barb?
it's deep power,
Deep
but
power. Okay,
it could
awesome.
be deep power teacher's choice.
I mean, it's always a little bit of that.
Yeah,
Nice.
Okay, deep power in my own special way.
I love
Okay,
it.
I'm just gonna. You guys have blocks? Do you guys have a block?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
You have
normally do, but I'm in a hotel, so today I don't have.
Oh, well, glad you're joining us from a hotel. Okay, I'll use a block. I'll cue with a block if you have it, but if you don't have it, I'll give you options with
Thank
the
you.
block. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this party started. I'll spotlight myself, mute you guys, and then we'll start on our backs. So go ahead and lay down. And as usual, as you come onto your back, laying down, any little bits and pieces of movement, stretches, wiggles. So you can reach your arms and your legs long. You could hug your knees in, kind of rock gently side to side. Anything that feels good to you. Maybe you just want to give yourself a little massage, temple massage, forehead massage, neck massage. An invitation to find constructive rest pose. So feet nice and wide, feet on the ground with knees bent, but feet nice and wide, and your knees just fall in towards each other. And if they touch, that's great. If they don't touch, that's fine too. And the invitation to bring one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. And just take these first few moments to really notice, how are you feeling today? Notice physically, how is my body doing? And then also energetically and emotionally, what's present for you. And start to notice the rise and fall of your own breath. And see if you can feel the expansion of your inhales. So every time you breathe in, your entire body expands. You feel your chest, your ribs, your belly maybe puff up into your hands. And then as you exhale, everything just lets go and kind of deflates, contracts. For a moment, just be with your breath, slow and steady. And even start to cultivate your enjoi breath. And start to create that little whisper noise as you breathe in and out slowly and intentionally. And staying connected to your enjoi breath, draw your knees in towards your belly and just take a nice little rock from side to side for a moment. And then reverse tabletop. So knees stack over your hips, shins parallel to the ground. And this is where you'll use your block if you've got it. So block in between your inner thighs. You want your knees about hips width distance apart. So place your block at whatever setting works best. And if you don't have a block, you can just squeeze your legs together. So hugging in towards midline rather than squeezing a block. Tee out your arms or cactus your arms on the ground and take an inhale here. Make your feet active, so flex your toes back. As you exhale, take your knees over to your right side like you're going into a supine twist, but don't let your legs touch the ground. Keep them hovering. Stay here as you breathe in and squeeze your block or squeeze your legs together. And then as you exhale, slow and steady, bring your knees back to center. Inhale, center. Make any adjustments needed and exhale over to your left. So straight over to the left as far as you can go without your right shoulder lifting, without your legs touching. Stay here, breathe in, squeeze your prop. And then exhale, slowly bring your knees back to center. Inhale, center, extend your left leg up. Keep squeezing your block or your inner thighs. And exhale over to your right, hovering above the ground. Hold here as you breathe in, squeeze. And then slow motion back to center, back to neutral. Inhale, neutral, switch out your legs. Exhale to your left side. So legs go left, hold there. Stay here as you breathe in. And then exhale, slow motion, bring it back to center. Inhale, center, extend both legs straight up towards the sky. Bend your knees as much as needed. Exhale over to your right. Hold and hover. Either squeeze your block or squeeze your legs together like you got a big mermaid tail. And then as you exhale, back up to your neutral spine position. Inhale, neutral spine, make any adjustments needed. Active feet, exhale to your left side. Hold, hover as you breathe in. Try not to let your right shoulder lift. And then exhale, slow motion, bring it back to center. All right, keep your legs extended, reach your arms up. Exhale, pull your belly button down, lift your head, neck, shoulders. See if you can even get your shoulder blades to lift. Try to touch your toes. Keep squeezing your block. Now see if you can lift your tailbone off the ground. So your legs go even higher. Keep reaching for your toes. Pull low belly down. Draw navel to spine. Squeeze your block or squeeze your legs together. Take one more deep breath. Lift, lift, lift. Woo, and let it go. Good job. Set your block off to the side. Bring your feet mat width distance apart. Keep your knees bent, feet on the ground. And just windshield wiper now, side to side a few times. You can tee out your arms or goalpost your arms. Just let them rest. We'll go slow with these windshield wipers, really feeling into your side bodies and your low back and your hips. Slow and intentional. And then bring it back to center. Hug your knees in, little rock from side to side. And then absolutely feel free to find your own way up into a tabletop position. If you want, you can rock and roll a few times forward and back. So just build up a little bit of momentum, but use your core to stay in control. And then eventually rock up, cross your ankles, and roll over your feet, coming onto your hands and your knees. And you can just kind of crawl back so you're nice and centered on your mat. Once you're in tabletop, friends, start to move any way that calls to you. So cat cows, hip circles, child's pose. Just feeling into your body. You notice what feels good, what might feel a little stiff. And then eventually, downward facing dog is where we're headed. So start to find your own transition into your down dog whenever you'd like, whenever you're ready. And once you're in your down dog, take a few breaths there. So you might kind of pedal out your heels or give your head a little shake or a little nod. And just feel into the length from your fingertips all the way up to your sit bones. Feel into that lift that comes from your center. It's fine if you bend your knees a little or even a lot. The goal is not to get your legs straight. The goal is not to get your feet flat on the ground. The goal is to lengthen from your fingertips all the way up to your sit bones. So through your side bodies, through your spine. How much length can you create? Take one more big inhale into your down dog here. And then as you exhale, just look to the top of your mat and however you'd like to get there, forward fold. Once you have arrived, come straight into a halfway lift position as you breathe in. And exhale, release, let it go. Do that again. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, release. Let's take it all the way up. So inhale, arms to the sky this time. And exhale, hands to your heart. Flow with your breath. Inhale, high mountain. And exhale, slow dive down. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, plank position. Inhale at the top of your push-up, come to your knees if you'd like to modify. And then exhale, lower slowly, strong arms, strong belly. Lift your heart as you breathe in. And then lift your hips, downward facing dog. Let's keep flowing for a moment. Inhale, push the ground away. And exhale, look forward, step, tiptoe, or hop top of your space. Halfway lift, inhale. And let it go, exhale. All the way up, rise, arms overhead, breathe in. Hands to your heart, breathe out. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, dive. Halfway lift, breathe in and lengthen. And plant your hands, feet back, top of your push-up. Inhale, push the ground away. Exhale to slowly lower. Lift your heart, inhale, keep your shoulders back and down. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, down dog, lots of length. And exhale, look forward, feet to the top of your space. Spinal extension, breathe in. Exhale, fold. And let's take it all the way up. Rise, arms extend, inhale. Hands to your heart center, exhale. All right, inhale, reach up. This time as you exhale, chair pose, sit back, weight in your heels. So sit as low as you can, stay connected to your strong core. So draw your belly button in and up and feel your connection to center. See if you can pick up your toes and spread them apart. Take one more deep breath. And then at the end of your exhale, forward fold, dive down. Lift halfway, breathe in. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, plank. We're going to move into a side plank. Right hand is your base. So roll into the baby toe edge of right foot, left arm to the sky. If you want to modify, please feel free. Right knee could come down, right forearm could come down. Maybe left arm reaches forward, maybe left leg floats up. And just big, spacious breath holding you, supporting you. Take one more deep breath here, holding. And then slowly back to plank or modified plank. Inhale at the top of your push-up. And slowly lower as you exhale. Inhale, back bend of your choice. Lift your heart. Tabletop, hands and knees. So from your hands and your knees, make sure you're spreading your fingers nice and wide and pushing actively into the ground. Take your right arm forward and your left leg back for your spinal balance. So long, strong, powerful line from front to back. Big inhale as you reach. And then exhale, elbow to knee like you're moving through molasses, slow motion. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, elbow to knee. Once again, curl in. Inhale, re-extend. Do that one more time, elbow to knee, exhale. All the way to empty. Inhale, reach. And then as you exhale, set just your right hand down. Pivot on your right knee, left arm to the sky. So we're in a modified side plank. You may have already been here if you modified or your full side plank. So this time we're going to move into a bind if you'd like to. So left arm can reach forward first and you can stay here if you want. Otherwise, reach your left arm back, bend your left knee, grab hold of your left foot. Once you've got your foot, kick foot into hand, pull a hand back into foot. Try not to kick your foot up like this, but kick your foot straight back, press your hips forward, and let your heart look up more. Spread your toes as you hold your foot in your hand so your toes are active. Take one more deep breath. Nice work, you guys. Slowly come back to a tabletop position. From tabletop, we're going to move into a dolphin pose. So come down to both of your forearms. If it helps, you can grab opposite elbows so you know how far apart you should have your arms. And then, if possible, forearms are parallel, palms face down, fingers spread wide. Relax your neck. Push down with the belly of your forearm so you feel your shoulders fire. And then lift your knees, lift your hips. Dolphin pose. Walk your toes as close as you can to your elbows and lift your hips as high as you can. As your hips lift high, keep pressing your heart back. Keep breathing deeply. If you'd like, option to extend your right leg to the sky. Be here for about 3 more deep breaths. Strong and powerful breath. Use it to support you from the inside out. Use it to create a buoyancy or a lightness. Use it to connect you to your intrinsic strength. One last round. And then right foot down, knees down. Keep your toes curled under. And then we're coming into screaming toe pose. So sit back. Your toes are curled under. If this feels like way too much on your feet, you can bring your hands to a block in front of you. Take some weight off. Or you could bring your hands to the ground in front of you. So feel free to take some weight off whenever you need. Otherwise, sit back on your heels. Hug your heels in towards midline. Don't let them drift apart. And either just sit for a moment, or if there's anything else that would feel good, maybe rolling your neck out a little bit, or rolling your wrists out a little bit, shoulders. Take about 3 more deep breaths. Good job. One more big inhale, and then if you want to, side out your mouth. Tabletop position, come forward. You can give your feet a little pitter-patter tap against the ground. And then as you're ready, back to downward facing dog. All right, from your down dog, inhale your right leg high. Exhale, step your right foot to the top of your space. We're going to come up into a warrior 2 stance. So pivot your back heel down and windmill your arms up. So right toes face forward, left toes face directly to the left. Shoulders stack over your hips. And just breathe here for a moment as you settle into your warrior 2. See if you can feel your weight nice and centered. So it shouldn't feel like you're reaching forward at all. Shoulders stack over your hips. A little tone in your belly. So navel to spine connection to support your low back. Next time you inhale, reverse your warrior. Front palm rotates up. Reach up, lengthen through your right side. And then reach slightly back if you can. Keep the bend in your right knee and keep tracking your right knee towards your pinky toe. Left hand can do whatever you'd like. So maybe it slides down your back leg really lightly. Maybe it wraps behind you and reaches forward. Maybe you can grab your right wrist. So lots of options. Breathe into your long right side. Breathe into your right waistline. See if you can lift your right rib cage further away from your right hip. Take one more big in breath. And then as you exhale, warrior 2. Now reach forward, 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 and come into your side angle. So right elbow might rest on your right thigh, or right hand to the ground or a block. Left arm up or left arm forward, totally up to you. So be in your side angle for about 2 more breaths. And then option for half moon. So if you want to stay in side angle, fine with me. Otherwise, reach forward and float your back foot off the ground. Great place to use your block under your right hand if you've got one. Keep your heart open, keep your hips open, and keep breathing. Notice if you're sticking your butt out a lot, try to squeeze your outer right butt cheek and let your hips open more. Take 2 more deep breaths in your half moon or wherever you're working. We're going to land in a warrior 2 position. So everyone, warrior 2 is where we'll meet up. And if you need to make any adjustments, take a moment to do so. Then from your warrior 2, straighten your front leg and parallel your feet. So all of your toes now face forward. Take your arms to the sky. Inhale. And as you exhale, hinge at your hips. Slow dive down. Wide-legged forward fold. Hang out in your wide-legged fold. Anywhere you want to go, any way you want to explore for about 5 deep breaths. Just notice whatever there is to notice in your body today. How does this feel in your legs? How does this feel in your hips and your feet? Just really getting curious about what's there. Last couple rounds. And then inhale, come back to a halfway lift position, fingertips on the ground, bend your knees as much as you need to. And then walk your hands to the top of your mat, low lunge. From low lunge, let's rise up to a crescent lunge. So strong legs, high on the ball of your back foot, rise up. Find the strength in your legs. Root firmly into your front foot. And then, ready? We're going to move into a standing staff pose. So right foot will be your base. Woo! Come all the way up to stand with your left knee lifted in front of you. So left knee is now lifted. Toes are flexed back and active. Hug in with your inner thighs. Take one more inhale here. If you want, you can extend your left leg forward. Try not to lean back. Exhale, curtsy squat. So left toes off the right edge of your mat. Hands to your heart. Bend your knees. Get low. So try to keep your hips square. Pull right hip back, left hip forward. Take little pulses with your legs. Pulse it out. So staying somewhat low. Up and down. Let the heat build in your legs. Keep pulsing for 3, 2, 1. Hold at your lowest point. Take one more deep breath. High mountain. Inhale. Reach up. And exhale. Hands to your heart center. Inhale, high mountain. This time, chair plane. So bend both knees, swing your arms back. Keep your heart lifted. So rather than rounding, heart is lifted. Back muscles are strong. Option if you want to float up to your tiptoes. Once you're on your tiptoes, bend your knees a little more, see if you can get lower. Take one more deep breath. See if you can stay on your tiptoes for a balance challenge. High mountain, breathe in. Maybe stay on your tiptoes. Take your slow dive down. Exhale. And halfway lift, heels on the ground. Breathe in. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, plank. Side plank, left hand is your base this time. Roll onto the baby toe edge of left foot, right arm up. So if you want to modify, of course you can. Left knee could come down, left forearm could come down. Otherwise, lift your hips really high. Option to extend your right arm forward or float your right leg up. So find your personal fullest expression on this side. Soften around it, soften your face. Soften your jaw. One last round here. And then plank or modify. Inhale, push the ground away. Slowly lower as you exhale. Inhale, peel your heart open. And exhale, tabletop. Okay, from your tabletop position, spinal balance is where we're headed. So left arm goes forward, right leg extends back. Strong, powerful line of energy. So reach actively through your fingers and press actively through your back foot. Take one more inhale here. With your exhale, elbow to knee, slow motion. All the way to empty. Inhale, re-extend, long, strong, powerful. Exhale, elbow to knee. All the way to emptiness. Inhale, lengthen. And then one more time. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, re-extend. And then as you exhale, left hand down, pivot on your left knee, open up into a modified side plank now. So right arm to the sky. Try not to stick your butt out, but instead squeeze through your outer left glute, press your hips forward. Maybe reach your right arm forward, bicep next to your ear, and just work the length in your right side. Or final option if you want it, bend your right knee, reach back, grab hold of your foot. Kick foot into hand, pull hand back into foot. Let your heart look up more, press your hips forward more. Are you still breathing your big spacious breaths? Ujjayi breath. Take one last round. And then slowly let it go. Back to your hands and your knees. And from hands and knees, we've got another dolphin pose. So come down to your forearms. If you've got a block, sometimes I like to use my block in between my hands like this. So I just place it on the ground and it keeps my hands from kind of drifting together and my elbows from drifting apart. So I just use it to give my hands something to push up against. So just an option if you want it. Come into your dolphin pose. Lift your knees, lift your hips. So as you lift your hips really high, try to keep pressing your heart back behind you. Press down through the belly of your forearms. Hug in with your upper arms like there's a strap around your upper arms that's cinching in. Option to extend your left leg to the sky if you want. We'll be here for about 3 more rounds of breath. Stay soft through your face, relax through your neck. Press your heart back. One more inhale. Exhale, left foot down, knees down. And then guess what? Another screaming toe pose. So toes stay curled under. Knees about hips width distance apart. Sit back onto your heels. So as you sit back, if it feels like way too much, remember you can bring your hands on a block or the ground, kind of take some weight off, and come back when you are ready. Hug in with your inner ankles. So your heels don't need to touch, but they are hugging in so they're not drifting apart. And if there's any movement you want to take through your upper body at all, just gentle rolls or anything like that, feel free. You can interlace your fingers behind your back. Good job, you guys. About 3 more rounds. If that heat is building in your feet, just send your breath into it. Very good. All right, come back to tabletop and untuck your toes. Give that little pitter patter tap against the ground. And then downward facing dog. As you move into your down dog, feel all that aliveness in your feet. All right. From down dog, inhale your left leg to the sky. Exhale, step your left foot through. And then pivot your back heel down, rising up into your Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. So stack your shoulders over your hips. Bend deeply into your front knee and track it towards your pinky toe. Breathe. So just for a moment, feel everything there is to feel in your Warrior 2 pose. With your next inhalation, we'll reverse it. So front palm rotates up, reach back. Lengthen through your long left side. So see if you can feel the space in between your left ribs. Breathe into that space. Feel the space in your left waistline. Breathe into that space. Keep bending your front knee. Keep tracking it towards your pinky toe. Take one more great big inhale. Then exhale back through your Warrior 2. Moving towards side angle. So reach. And then tip it over. Left elbow to your thigh. Or left hand to the ground or a block. Right arm can reach up or right arm can reach forward. Stay open through your hips and open through your heart. Keep breathing deeply. All right, last couple rounds here. And then get ready to move into your half moon. So if you're using a block today, great place to grab it. Reach your left hand forward and float your back foot off the ground. Everything stays open. Your hips, your heart, your shoulders. Keep your back foot strong and powerful like you're stomping it on an invisible wall behind you. Soften through your facial muscles, your jaw. Take one last round. And then see if you can come back to a Warrior 2 stance. So nice and easy. Step your back foot down. Warrior 2. Take a moment to adjust if needed. And then we're moving towards our wide-legged forward fold. So straighten your front leg, parallel your feet. Take your arms up, breathe in. And then as you exhale, dive down into your fold. So anywhere you would like to take this for about 5 breaths or so. You can do what you did on the other side. You can do something totally different. Just feeling into your legs, your hamstrings. Notice your ankles and notice where you're pressing into your feet. Are you collapsing into the inner edges or are you pressing into the outer edges as well? So try to stay nice and even through your feet. Big deep breaths. Last couple. And then from wherever you're working, come into a halfway lift position, fingertips on the ground, so bend your knees as needed. Crawl your hands to the top of your mat, low lunge. And then from your low lunge, rise up into your crescent lunge. So strong legs, high on the ball of your back foot, rise up. Settle into crescent. So inner thighs are hugging in, low abdominals, feel strong and toned. Root into your left foot firmly. And as you're ready, we're moving into our standing staff. So left foot roots down all the way up to the top of your mat. Right knee lifts. Arms extend up towards the sky. Gaze is forward. Focus your gaze. Take one more inhale if you want. You can extend your right leg. Exhale, curtsy squat. So right toes come off the left edge of your mat. Hands to heart center. So it's as if you were doing a little curtsy, but your spine is long, hands at your heart. Take your little pulses. Try not to face to the right, but instead face straight forward. So your left hip is pulling back. Your right hip is drawing forward. Your inner thighs are hugging in. As the heat builds in your legs, send your breath into it. Keep pulsing it out for about 3, 2, 1. Your lowest point, take one more deep breath. High mountain, inhale. Hands to heart, exhale. All right, let's flow. Inhale, high mountain. Slow swan dive down, exhale. Halfway lift, breathe in. Plant your hands, feet back. Top of your push-up. Inhale, find your strength. And exhale to slowly lower. Lift your heart. And then just for a moment, friends, let's sit back into a child's pose. Give yourself a moment to just breathe and notice. Reconnect. All right, rise up to your hands and your knees. And we're just gonna move into thread the needle. So knees at least hips width distance apart. Take your right arm out and all the way up towards the ceiling. Breathe in. As you exhale, thread your right arm underneath you. Come down to rest gently on the outside of your shoulder, outside of your head. You can push into the ground with your left hand or your left fingertips. You can wrap your left arm behind your back. You can interlace your left fingers with your right fingers. So you choose what feels best for you and then work the pose with your awareness and with your breath. Job. Take about 2 or 3 more. you do have your left hand lifted, set it back on the ground. Next time you inhale, unthread your right arm, reach it out and all the way up. And then exhale, right hand down. All right, from here, this is a little different. Walk both of your knees over to the left long edge of your mat and just sit your hips over to the right. So you kind of are in a little fetal position with your legs like this. And then from this fetal position, we're going to take our bottom leg, our right leg, move it forward. So we're in more of kind of this pinwheel where our right shin is parallel to the front edge of our mat and our left shin is kind of sort of parallel to this long edge. So this is a variation of pigeon. I call it box pigeon. So you can lean over onto your right butt cheek, but try to sit up as tall as you can. Turn your chest towards your right foot. Inhale here, puff up your chest, and as you exhale, think sternum towards your right big toe. So you're reaching your heart forward, and then you're just bowing over your right foot. And you can, if you want to work this deeper, you can bring your right tricep to the sole of your right foot. And then I make a fist with my right hand and press my left palm into that fist. So it just kind of makes this more of a twist and also helps deepen the stretch in your right hip. If you don't like it, then don't do it. So we'll hang out here for about 5 to 7 rounds. And if you're way higher than me, if you're all the way up here and this is as far as you can go, totally fine. So you're just finding your own edge and then settling into it breath by breath. Good job, guys. Bottom of your next exhalation. Slowly rise back up. And then from here, we're going to work with our back leg for a moment. So sitting up as tall as you can. Try not to lean to your right or put your right hand on the ground, but you can if you need to as a modification. Otherwise, sitting tall, keeping your hands off the ground. Take this back leg, swing it around, left foot to the outside of right thigh, and then swing it back. Do that a few times. So swing it forward, swing it back. Try to stay as still as you can through your upper body. Try to stay as tall as you can through your upper body. If you're getting a Charlie horse in your outer left glute, that is your medial glute muscle waking up. You can stop and kind of give it a nice little massage if needed. Do that one more time, back and forward. End up with your left foot to the outside of your right thigh. And then bring your right heel a little closer to your left butt cheek, setting up for a twist. So hug your left knee in, reach your left arm up, inhale here. Then as you exhale, twist over your left shoulder, left hand comes down behind you. Sometimes I like to use my block under my left hand so that I can help my spine get nice and tall. And if you want, you can use your right elbow outside your left knee or any other variation that you'd like in this twist. Just twisting from underneath your rib cage, so not from your arms, not just with your head, but right at your center. Feel that twist happen. Take about 3 more breaths. Good job. Bottom of your next exhalation, unwind your upper body. Take your hands off the right edge of your mat and just take a little bow. So you can let your back round, you can let your left butt cheek lift. Breathe down into your low back. Good job. Come back upright. Uncross your legs for a moment. Give them a little shake out. And then sole of your left foot to your right inner thigh. Open up. So you're not squaring your hips towards your extended leg. You're letting your hips open. So if I were to extend this leg, I'd be in a wide-legged straddle. So sole of your left foot, right inner thigh. Right toes flexed and active, facing straight up. I like to just rest my right hand on my right thigh to begin, and my left foot is really pressing into my thigh firmly. Left arm to the sky, inhale, and as you exhale, slide your right hand down your right leg, reach forward like you want to someday grab hold of your toes. So for me, if I grab my toes, kind of closes me off, so I'm just gonna keep my arm reaching and my heart trying to look up at the sky. Keep pressing your left foot into your leg, leg back into your foot. Keep your right toes flexed and active. Breathe into your long left side. About 2 or 3 more here. Good job, you guys. Next time you breathe in, rise up, take both arms up. Bring your left hand down behind you. Spread your fingers nice and wide. Push down, lift your hips up. So nice and long through your right side like a modified side plank, or you can turn it into more of a modified wild thing. Let your heart look up. Take one last big in breath. And bring your hips down. Take your left leg forward. Give your legs a little shaky shake. And then we're just going to find our way back to down dog. So however you want to get there, I'm going to lean back, cross my ankles, plant my hands, step my feet back. Move through a vinyasa, or you do not have to, you can skip it. Downward facing dog for a moment and just walk it out. From your down dog, set your knees down gently. Setting up for thread the needle with our left arm. So knees at least hips width distance apart. Left arm out and all the way up. Breathe in. And then as you exhale, thread your left arm underneath you. So reach, reach, reach. Come down to rest on the outside of your shoulder and outside of your head. Breathe a lot into your back body. Work it any way you want to on this side. About 4 or 5 more rounds here. Good, you guys. If you do happen to have your right hand lifted, set it back down. On an inhale, unthread your left arm, reach it out and all the way up. And then exhale, left hand down. Walk your hands over to the right long edge of your mat. Set your hips to the left. All right. And then once you're in this kind of fetal position with your legs, your bottom leg will move forward. So left shin, get it as close to parallel with the front of your mat as you can. Your right shin kind of sort of parallel with the right long edge of your mat. And then sit up tall, turn your torso towards your left foot. This side is a lot tighter for me personally. Inhale, puff up your heart, lengthen your spine. Exhale, think of reaching your sternum past your left heel. So lengthen, lengthen, and then release. Either folding over your left foot, bowing over your left leg, or if you want to take that twist with your left tricep, the sole of your left foot, feel free to do so. And just be here and breathe here for a while. Good job, you guys. Take about 3 or 4 or 5 more breaths. Open your mouth at any time. Take a big sigh. Good job. Last big breath. And then bottom of your exhale, lift back up. Now we're going to do that fun part. Sit up nice and tall. Take your back leg, swing it forward. So right foot to the outside of left thigh. And swing it back. Swing it forward. Swing it back. Do that a few more times on your own. If you need to, you can set your left hand down for support. Try not to put too much weight on it. These are the worst and the best. Really good to get that activation of your outer right butt cheek, your medial glute. Oh, take one more. End up with your right foot outside your left thigh. And then bring your left heel in towards your right glute. Hug your knee and sit up tall, puff up your chest. Take your right arm up, inhale here. And then as you exhale, twist, right hand comes down behind you. And you can choose to keep your left hand where it's at or left elbow to the outside of your right knee or thigh. Just breathe into this for a moment, working it with your breath. Might be the same variation you took on the other side, might be different. Good work. Breathing all the way down to your belly for a couple more rounds. And then go ahead and unwind. Bring your hands off the left edge of your mat and take your little bow. You can let your right butt cheek lift. Back is round now, and just breathe down into your low back. And then lift back upright. Uncross your legs for a moment. Give them a little shaky shake. Sole of your right foot to your left inner thigh, and allow your hips to open so that you're not squaring your hips over your extended leg. Let your left toes back and active. Left hand might rest on your left thigh. Right arm straight up. Breathe in. Then as you exhale, slide your left hand down your left leg. Reach your right arm up and over. So you're finding that length in your right side. Breathe into your right side body. Keep pressing your right foot into your leg and your leg back into your foot. Slow, spacious inhales and exhales. Use your breath to work your pose. Take about 3 more rounds here. Good job, you guys. Next time you inhale, reach up, rise up. Bring your right hand down behind you, fingers face away from your body. Push into the ground and lift your hips. So lots and lots of length through your left side. Maybe even let your heart look up, so more of a modified wild thing if you want it. Just find your personal fullest expression. Lots of space, lots of length. One more inhale. Then exhale, come on down. Take both legs forward for a moment. Okay, this is just for funsies. Might be hard, might be easy, I don't know. You can have your hands by your side. See if you can flex your toes back, lift your left foot off the ground. And then if you can lift your left foot, draw little baby circles with your left foot. Try to keep your spine long, not too much weight in your hands. Circle, circle, circle. Keep those toes flexed and active. Set it back down. Now do this same thing on the other side. Lift your right foot, circle, circle, circle it out. Try to stay tall, not putting too much weight in your hands, not leaning back. Using your core as much as you can, circle, circle, circle. Set it down. Now lift left leg. One more time, circle it out. Feel your hip socket. Feel your femur bone plugging into the hip socket. Feel your strong core. Set it down. Other side, one more time. Lift right leg, flex right toes, circle it out. Not too much weight in your hands. Use your core. Woo, it's hard. Okay, go ahead. Let it go. Lower all the way down onto your back. And once we're on our back, we're going to move into a bridge pose. So you can do whatever you want for a moment. Maybe you want to rock a little bit, hug your knees in, but then set up for your bridge. So feet on the ground with knees bent, all 10 toes face forward, feet hips width distance apart. Exhale, pull your belly button down, scoop your tailbone up, and then inhale, peel your spine off your mat. Once you are in bridge pose, you do you. So maybe you want to work your shoulders underneath you, interlace your fingers. Maybe you want to take robot arms. Maybe you even want to move into your full upward facing bow, your full back bend. Press into your heels and the inner edges of your feet especially. Hug in with your inner thighs like you're squeezing your invisible yoga block. Press into the back of your head so your chin stays tilted up a little bit away from your chest. See if you can be in your bridge pose for at least 3 more deep breaths. Come out slowly. So first working your shoulders out from underneath you, and then ever so slowly, one vertebra at a time, rolling all the way back down. Once you are back in neutral spine, take your feet out wide, tee out your arms or cactus your arms, windshield wipers from side to side. Slowly and intentionally with these. Sometimes I see people do these and then they're just kind of like plopping their knees side to side really mindlessly, and it's like, that's not doing anything good for you. So go slow and really feel what can you find on each side. This is a really therapeutic movement if you let it be. Mindfulness is very important in our yoga practice. Without the mindfulness, we miss a lot. All right, finish it up. So finish the round you're on and come back to center. And once you're back in center, just hug your knees in towards your belly, a little rock side to side, give your low back a little massage. And then finally, find a happy baby pose. Grab hold of your feet, pull down with your arms, press up through your heels. Flex your toes back and active. You can rock it out side to side. You can extend one leg, then the other leg, or even both at the same time. Once you've had enough of your happy baby, go ahead and move into any finishing poses that you want to take for yourself. Finish off your own practice. And eventually you can just start settling in to your final relaxation. So this is a longer reading. It's from the book Falling in Love with Where You Are by Jeff Foster. So as you settle into your Shavasana and just start to kind of drift away, I will just read to you. If it resonates, awesome. If it doesn't, you can just let it go. This is a little passage called Effortless Change. You want the perfect partner, the perfect mother or father, the perfect boss, the perfect body, the perfect feelings, the perfect enlightenment, the perfect life. How about deeply accepting what is here right now? How about deeply accepting yourself in all your imperfection, in all your unresolvedness, in the very place that you stand? How about deeply accepting others as they actually are? A strange place to start, admittedly. Sounds a little back to front, like giving up, like settling for less than we deserve, like spiritual weakness. It goes against the whole go out and get what you want mentality. Yes, these teachings of presence and being here now and present moment awareness can seem so oversimplistic, even naive to the mind. They're so easy to misunderstand and dismiss. After all, who wants to let go of their dreams of past and future and face a mysterious moment? Who wants to admit the fragility and preciousness of life, its fleeting nature, the bittersweet gift of it? Who wants to confront their own powerlessness and recognize a deep cosmic humility? Who wants to give up the idea of control? Whose heart could take such grace? The most profound truth of existence is simple, but never simplistic. Is acceptance of what is the same as giving up on the possibility of change? No, never. Does acceptance mean tolerating or putting up with things? Does it mean blindly following violent impulses? No, not at all. Does acceptance mean becoming detached or passive, turning a blind eye to violence and letting others walk all over us and our loved ones? No way. Does acceptance mean playing a new role, the role of the very spiritually evolved, deeply accepting, utterly peaceful person who is never affected by anything? No. Acceptance is not a role, and it is not personal. Deep acceptance means staring life in the face right now. It means turning towards what is here rather than away. It means letting go of hopes and dreams and awakening to what really is true. It means ending the war and seeing through the illusions of a separate self. It means total alignment with the way things are. It means finally being at home, no matter what is happening. It is the supreme paradox that out of a deep and uncompromising acceptance of the moment can come creative and intelligent and surprisingly effortless change. The mind has never been in charge of change. So it's funny, I think, because a lot of times it seems like control comes from force, comes from pushing through. But I actually think the best way to take back control is to surrender and to accept what is, to let go. And in that surrender, you lose the need for anything to be a certain way. You lose the need to do anything to control. And in that surrender, you find that you're as powerful as you have ever felt, even though all you're doing is letting go. It's so strange for our mind to comprehend, but you feel it in your body. These last few moments, what would it feel like to let go of control of what happens next? To let go of controlling others or controlling your situation and just let what is here be what it is and face it and meet it. I am taking you over the hour, you guys, so I'm actually just going to leave you here. And if you have the time to lay here and just be in this kind of surrender for a little longer, then please feel free to stay as long as you like. And whenever you need to go on with your day, just slowly come back and close your practice in a way that resonates for you. I'm just going to log off and you finish off your practice for you. Thank you so much, you guys. And I'll see you on Thursday. Namaste.